Welcome to the OT. The overtime begins now. Okay, what do we got, Dave?
Dude, so many things fucking happening in the NFL.
Yeah, it started like Tuesday of last week because we didn't do an OT last week because we didn't really have a whole lot to talk about. And then all of a sudden, it's like all the quarterback moves.
Yeah. So let's start with the Cardinals. All right, let's just go straight down the fucking list for all the fucking teams.
All right.
So we're talking about all the free agency signings,
right,
that have happened. For the Cardinals, looks like they've re-signed their running back James Conner. They signed
James Conner.
He was the running back out of Pitt, the cancer survivor. They re-signed tight end Zach Ertz for 3 years. Good for him. Another $30 million to his fucking pocket.
Yeah.
A linebacker, Dennis Gardick, who I don't fucking know, the lineman, and quarterback Colt McCoy. They signed for 2 years.
Those fucking McCoys will not go the fuck away.
So what's interesting about this is, you have it, and the Cardinals right now have a little issue going on with Kyler Murray. So you wonder.
Well, what's the issue?
Well, there was the whole thing a few weeks back where Kyler Murray basically took all of the Cardinals shit off of his social media.
Oh, right.
So it was like, and he's got 2 years left on his rookie contract.
Mm-hmm.
So whether he's trying to use it as a negotiating tool or what, he's not really in a very strong place to try and renegotiate. Like, he went to the playoffs, did not look good in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, not much else going on in there. Not much big, but definitely re-sign a fucking below average fucking backup quarterback for sure. Because why not?
Yeah.
The Falcons haven't done anything. The Ravens haven't done anything. According to this is from CBS NFL as of 2 hours ago. The Bills, they signed a guard from the Titans. They re-signed their corner, and they picked up a tackle from the Commanders, which is fucking weird to say.
I don't like it.
What's funny is it's easy to say, and I think it's because we're in the military. We're used to saying the word commander.
Yeah,
but it's still weird to be a football team.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, if they call themselves the Generals, the Washington Generals actually has more of a flow to it.
Yeah.
But there's also a very poor association with that.
So yeah, the Panthers, they signed their kicker to fucking 2 years, $4.5 million.
Great.
That's good for them.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears signed Bengals defensive tackle Larry Ogunjobi.
Okay.
To 3 years, $40 million for a D tackle.
It's not bad. We're gonna run out of time though if we're going team by team.
Bengals. All right, we'll just hit the highlights then. The Browns signed Cowboys wide receiver fucking Amari Cooper.
Did they sign him or trade for him? I thought they traded.
Via trade.
Yeah.
They got him, but they got him.
This created a hilarious meme. I don't know if you saw with Cowboys fans basically signing a third-rate quarterback to a long-term, like third highest paid player in the league, a washed-up running back, giving him a crazy contract extension. Amari Cooper, trade him.
Yep, trade him.
Yeah.
Gone. Well, at least they traded him out of the fucking out of the conference, so I don't have to worry about seeing him twice a year.
True.
So yeah, that's fucking Cowboys. Thank you, Cowboys, for being the Cowboys.
Yeah.
If for nothing else, I can count on you to just be entertainingly fucking just make bad decisions. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
But they signed DeMarcus Lawrence to 3 years, $40 million.
Yeah.
Let's see. The next up, the Broncos.
This was a big one.
Picking up Russell Wilson via trade.
I can't believe that the Seahawks let him go. And it was like a 4th rounder or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, he comes with a big fucking price tag.
Right.
If you're trading for him, but he's still fucking good. When he's not injured, he's still a fucking great player, which is why I hated him so much, having to see him twice a fucking year.
Yeah. So what's interesting, too, is it's not like he's going to a dome. He's not going to a fair weather team.
Right.
He's still playing outdoors. So I think the injury bug is still there. You still got to be concerned with it.
Sure.
And, like, to be honest, it makes the Broncos a better team, right? If Russell Wilson is healthy, it makes the Broncos a much better team, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and the Broncos needed a quarterback. This is probably the best possible move the Broncos could have made. So the Broncos definitely make out way better in this trade, right? With if Russell Wilson stays healthy.
Yes.
But the alternative to that is like the Seahawks, they basically doubled down on on their old ass fucking coach and like, okay, we would rather stick with Pete Carroll and fucking let Russell Wilson go,
which
who's
I feel
a pillar
is a
to the
mistake.
fucking community. And fuck that. Which is great. You know what? So what this will allow you to do is now you can look at Russell Wilson and go like, oh, you're a decent human being, not a Seahawk.
Right now, and here's the thing. I was completely wrong. I think I got Russell Wilson's trade confused with another trade that happened. The Broncos gave up a lot for him. They gave up 3 players, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks.
Yeah, they gave up. That's right. They gave up
Drew Lock,
Noah Fant, who's a
Shelby Harris.
good wide receiver. Yeah, but I still think that the Broncos are made out on that trade.
Well,
they're a better team.
And it seems to me like they're betting on the fact that they're ready to make a run now, because you wouldn't mortgage your whole fucking draft for the next 2 years if you didn't think you had the core team to win now. You just needed that last missing piece in Russell Wilson.
Did you know the Lions signed quarterback Tim Boyle for 1 year, $2 million? Who the fuck is Tim Boyle?
No idea.
I know a Tim Boyle. He's definitely not a quarterback. The Packers put the franchise tag on Devontae Adams.
Well, can we talk about the big thing, the signing that started this whole fucking snowball effect with Aaron Rodgers? That happened on Tuesday of last week.
That was, to me, that was anticlimactic. I think it would have been a much bigger deal if he had fucking left. Who's going to let him fucking go after another MVP season?
Well, what I think is fucking wild is how much money they're giving him. This is like a 4-year deal, a 4-year extension worth upwards of $200 million, $150 million guaranteed. So if he snaps his fucking ankle, play 1 of all 4 of these seasons, he's still getting $150 million no matter what.
Yep, and goes into the Hall of Fame as a fucking Packer.
Yeah, which, like, I mean, from his perspective, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what I do, no matter how good I play, if I play at all, you're still going to give me $150 million at the end of the day?
There is a level of success that's guaranteed with having him in that position.
Sure. Yeah.
And I think that you can't, I don't know. I think if you're a franchise, right, you got a young coach now, right? You got rid of fucking McCarthy, who is a fucking, obviously, look at how good McCarthy's been at fucking
he's
Dallas.
A shit coach. He's gotten lucky throughout his career in this minor success that he's had.
All right. So send him to Dallas where I can watch him fail. Excellent. And then, do whatever. But no, I think this was a foregone conclusion. I think Rodgers was going to resign. It was just a matter of how much.
Not a huge surprise, but yeah, that contract itself is what really surprised me. But
yeah.
And then you said they put the franchise tag on Adams, which they kind of had to do.
Yep. Another quarterback that moved, the Broncos signed, the Dolphins signed Teddy Bridgewater to a 1-year deal, which is, well, I mean, again, it's Broncos moving around people. Yeah. Bridgewater's, an older guy.
Yeah.
Brian Hoyer, don't care.
That guy's still around.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fucking crazy. The Jets, nope. The Eagles picked up a fucking D-end, Hassan Reddick, who's a name. I recognize the name. He's from the Panthers. Don't really give a shit. The Steelers pick up Mitchell Trubisky, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they needed a QB. Obviously, Roethlisberger retired. I was hoping they were going to trade for Garoppolo.
Right. Because it would have been fun to watch him break in half with all the fight being in the cold most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Didn't happen. So Mitchell Trubisky, welcome to fucking the Steelers. You better not suck because they're going to fucking run you out of town.
Mm-hmm.
So the 49ers, their big signing was Nate Sudfeld to 1 year, $2 million contract.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So you know who Nate Sudfeld was, the backup. He was the 3rd quarterback for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
But didn't he get a couple of starts during that run?
So
I feel like he did.
Nate Sudfeld was the guy where at one point in the season last year, instead of putting Hurts in the game, they put There was this weird fucking thing when they put him into the fucking game. And it's like, oh yeah, we thought we put him in there to win the game, and then he fucking looked like absolute shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not good.
Right.
So, congratulations.
Well, yeah, I mean they know they're moving Garoppolo, so they need somebody in like the second or third QB spot.
I don't know where they put Garoppolo though. I just
well, at this point, his options are fucking like dwindling because did you see the fucking deal Kirk Cousins signed? The extension he did with Minnesota?
I didn't see the final.
Yeah, 1 year, $35 million.
Nice.
It's like, God damn, man.
Nice.
These quarterbacks are making so much fucking
Go get
money.
that fucking money.
Oh yeah, no, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I saw again another meme online. Guy goes 59 and 59 and 2 in his career. $35 million for 1 year. That's
because reasons.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, we talked about it getting Drew Lock in that trade. I don't know that that's their final answer.
That's not the long-term solution, no.
And it will be interesting to see what happens come trade time. The Bucks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom motherfucking Brady. I'm surprised your wife isn't in here with her taxes.
Oh, she's very vocal in the chat. She's been bringing up Brady quite a few times.
Yeah. So they're wasting non-Brady time. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking Brady comes back.
Yeah. Great meme I saw about that. Well, you probably saw it too because I think Brother Fett posted it in the cantina. Basically, it's one of those like satire news articles, and it's like Tom Brady realizes being chased and crushed by 300-pound men is easier than being a stay-at-home dad.
It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah,
I
could just see it too. I could just see him being at home, just sitting at home with his fucking wife and kids, like twiddling his thumb, being like, "Fuck this."
I really wonder if this is more about he never wanted to retire in the first place, but because of the way it came out, like he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna say I'm retiring.
What did he say?
No. Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
So, you know, he's basically in control of it. It's like, okay, I'm gonna retire, blah blah blah. And then it's like, okay, so I'm going to steal this limelight back and fucking, here I am, I'm back. Haha, bitches. Rising from the ashes like a fucking phoenix.
Well, he's pulling a Brett Favre at this point.
Oh. Well, no, Brett Favre would have pulled this in training camp, so he wouldn't have to show up to camp.
Right.
Because that's Favre didn't want to get hit during fucking training camp and didn't want to have to go to OTAs and everything else. Like, he didn't want two-a-days and all other shit. Fucking brilliant, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, two-a-days fucking sucked. So... yeah, no, I'm gonna retire, I think, and then all of a sudden it comes time for the preseason games. He's like, you know what, I'm back. Fuck it, let me put this fucking jersey on and throw 15 interceptions, you know, in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, you know, was it death, taxes, and Tom Brady? That's what your wife is sporting. They're not gonna be a good team next year.
Yeah,
they're not gonna be a good team. They Chris Godwin is one of their wide receivers, which I was hoping would be out in the wild for potentially the Eagles to pick up.
Yeah.
They kept him on the franchise tag. He's a good wide receiver, Penn Stater. Would have liked to have seen him on the Eagles. I think
Brady needs people to throw to. Now, the question is, what does this mean for fucking Gronk?
Oh, it's a great question. I don't know. Has anybody looked at a meme lately? Gronk never retired, so he's probably still there.
Well, but he said, like, if Brady retires, I'm pretty sure he came out and said, if Brady retires, I'm done too.
Yeah, but he never, like, officially retired, though.
Right.
If Gronk would have officially retired. Maybe that's what we should have been like. Hey, Gronk hasn't left yet.
Right.
Brady's not leaving. All right, last one. We got 1 minute left.
Okay.
The last big move and the last one on this board is Wentz going to the fucking Commanders.
Yeah, kind of surprising. What do you have, 2 years with the Colts?
1.
Oh, just the 1 year.
1 year.
Okay.
1 year with the fucking Colts.
And they're like, nah.
Well, so here's the problem. Poor Carson Wentz. I really like him. I liked him as a player. I mean, obviously, I was on the Wentz wagon when he was an Eagle. To see him go from a league MVP to, do you hear that?
Oh yeah, it's been going off like crazy lately. It's train stations and just construction, all kinds of shit.
So Wentz going to the Commanders is fucking. I hate to see it because I'm gonna have to see him in a. I didn't mind him going to the Colts because he was out of conference, but now he's gonna be in the division, and if he fucking beats the Eagles, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
Well, you know he's probably gonna want to.
Oh yeah,
You know, he's going to be extra motivated.
yeah. I think you know what I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Eagles did him dirty. So, and that is the end.
And
of
that's
that.
the OT. All right.
All right, no more football.
No more football. Now we're just into the relaxing after show party where anything goes and pants are optional.
Anything goes.
So
Anything goes.
I would expect Kristen to show up any minute.
Tom can win by himself without Gronk. Is that what they're trying to say?
And at 45 years old. I don't know.
Listen,
Look, I've questioned the man in the past, and he's always shut me the hell up.
yeah.
So
I mean, fuck. There's dozens of him looking down on us right now.
yeah.
This motherfucker.
Do you want the last of this Diet Coke and ice?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Play Elden Ring. I don't have time. I don't have time to play.
Yeah.
I start my master's program next weekend.
Yeah.
Like this is my last week of not having a master's program to like. This is legitimately my last week of freedom for probably the next 2 years.
Does that include podcast research?
Well, no, I mean I have. So here's something that's interesting. Like when it comes down to like the priorities of what like in my structure right now.
Uh-huh.
And it really comes down to like my immediate circle of family, right?
Wife, kids.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wife and kids. Then it goes like work stuff between 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm putting in the extra effort because we're in unique circumstances, right?
And you got to make that money.
Well, it has nothing to do with the money. I'd be making this money if I worked less. I know plenty of fucking GSs that are working a lot less than I am.
Okay, that's fair.
But this is how I can make my contribution,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm still in that mindset where I need to make my contributions.
Okay.
So this is how I can do that. So it's still a priority to me. It's not just about the paycheck. And then it's the podcast. And then it's school. And then it's Lodge.
Okay.
Like Lodge is falling way, way off. And
Not that I'm telling you should prioritize the podcast over like school. But
I have to. Well, the podcast honestly is. I need to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to have something that's not.
It's the therapeutic outlet.
I need something that's not those other things.
Yeah.
To be able to okay.
I'm just saying, like, if you feel like you're going to have less time overall to do research and stuff, that's fine. We would just have to adjust our topics and
Jason,
things to.
How much time do you think I spend on research?
Oh, well, like for this week, for instance, I would be willing to bet you put in about 5 minutes tops. Outside of your normal viewing of the trailer.
Oh, outside of the trailer?
Yeah.
I mean, I read through the paper thing when I
The
sat
trade
down
paperback.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was a little
So it
bit.
was about 5 minutes, yeah.
And I've read that previous.
Right. But you didn't do it for this week.
No.
Okay.
Why would I do that? like
Just curious.
Like seriously, people. Like look at me. Dude, does anybody out there really believe that I do like a fuck ton of research? Now the only thing there's going to be a lot of research for is the fucking astronomy pod.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I already have a lot of my research done.
Okay, that's good.
So whenever we're ready to do that.
Yeah. I guess it's more about like how we're going to structure the episode. And how we want it to flow and what points we really want to hit and focus on. And there's a lot to it. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah. And I'm ready for whatever. I have the stuff that I would definitely want to talk about.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry. Something in the chat kind of caught my eye.
Pantless sisters.
And how some people love pantless activity. It's like, oh, hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
Oh, we need that on the soundboard. Just a guy going, hey-oh.
Hey-oh. Was that Ed McMahon?
Yeah.
He would do it on Johnny Carson?
Yeah, there was a good one from The Simpsons, though. Willie, the janitor. it was like a washing machine or something, and he walked up to it and it was like malfunction. He's like, "This thing's working harder than Ricky Martin's girlfriend." Hey-o!
In like a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's see if I can do that. Dave doesn't even read through my notes. That's fact.
Yeah.
I do the read live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Yeah. I look, because honestly, like especially for something like the read, if I come across something that's like surprises me, it's going to be way funnier for the fucking show.
Oh, sure.
It like let's face it, this is a comedy podcast. I'm not reading this for fucking like for Masterpiece Theater here. Like if I read it and trip up over something because I think it's funny or whatever, then that's fucking great. That's exactly what it's supposed to do.
And quite frankly, it seems like all the best shows have that dynamic. Like the one person, like if you look in the chat, Chantal said that she never does research for her show. Just ask Ro, where he's probably the guy that's super prepared, makes the notes, does all the research.
sure.
She just shows up for the color commentary. Same thing with Don and Brady. Don, I know, is like the planner. I mean, he fucking showed up here for our 100th episode with like 12 pages of fucking notes.
Oh yeah, dude.
For that episode. Whereas Brady was just YOLOing it and just fucking...
Brady showed up with Coronas.
Yeah.
that was him being prepared.
So it seems like all the greats have that kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you need somebody that's fucking organized. Because I have enough organization in my life. I don't need that for here.
right.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I just as soon fucking wing it
Mm-hmm.
as much as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm. And it works.
The stuff that I have to research for, then I have to research for.
Mm-hmm.
Because some shit is just...
Well, and it certainly helps that it's stuff that we're already watching, like with Boba Fett, right? I mean, we're already going to watch the fucking show anyway.
Excuse
So how hard is it going to be to just watch it?
Right.
Maybe scribble a couple of notes and then come on and bullshit about it for a couple hours.
Yeah, or watch it and just, like remember some key things.
Yeah.
Throw it into my phone.
Which, I mean, we got to start thinking about Kenobi starting in May. Like, is that going to be our focus every single week for the 6 weeks that's fucking out there?
I think it's going to depend a lot on what we get out of the first one.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's that fucking good, if all 6 episodes are like fucking fire, it's going to be hard to like try to focus on anything else during that time frame. So we gotta start thinking about that and have a contingency plan, much like Palpatine had.
I think we just fucking, wow, what were those? Where's fucking robots he had sent out? The fucking
the messengers.
Yeah, just have the messengers sit here and we'll fucking watch Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Let the messengers talk about something else.
Wouldn't that be great? A robot with our hologram fucking faces on it.
The faces like they are in the mugs over there, just like spread real fucking wide.
Yeah. For the people who haven't seen these in a while or weren't there when we got these, Kristen made these nice mugs with our faces stretched on them.
Stretched across the face of them. Just robots sitting here with those faces just... Yeah, that would be entertaining. We're just have like 2 stand-ins sit here and eat.
Apparently that's popular.
Yeah, that the whole, what is it called, mucklucking or mukbanging or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Dragon Buddy's getting that itch. He hasn't done a pod in 2 weeks because
you're gonna have it on Wednesday.
Yeah, because they were gone for Vegas, and then Brady got sick. So yeah, Dragon Buddy's just been sitting there in Pennsylvania, just like I'm ready to go whenever you guys get back, and you're not sick.
Guys.
And
yeah, that's I know that feeling. Like when you're like, man, I should be doing the pod right now.
yeah.
Like it's every once in a while it's nice to take like a week off, just to.
Oh sure.
But then after a couple weeks, it's like, man, I feel like I should be doing something right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel like it's there,
especially when we get into this system where we're doing it every single Monday night for months, and then you have like a free Monday night. You're like, whoa, what
the fuck?
What's happening here?
Now I want to call it mucklucking. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. It's mucklucking.
Sure.
Not mucklucking. We'll just sit here and eat on a podcast. We call it mucklucking.
I don't know what's going on.
McClunky.
McClunky. Oh my god, should we add that to the soundboard?
No.
McClunky.
Fuck that.
I know.
We don't need that.
Now, I would like to get the one of him going, Inte Klinghor, Nyeknorska. Where his nose goes up, Nyeknorska.
Right.
And then Han's like, yes, I'll bet you have. Blow!
Yeah. When he shoots first.
Yes.
Obviously.
Because Han shoots first.
That's right. That's right, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right.
Think that's it, huh?
I think that's it. I need to get home.
Yeah, I need to
Tired.
eventually post this episode.
I'm so tired. Why am I so tired?
It might have something to do with this little fucking time change bullshit that we're dealing with.
Fucking daylight savings time.
And fuck the kids.
Fuck your kids. God damn it.
Yep.
Go from nothing to all the pods. Cue this Elm of Fire thing. You do. Like, you guys, you went from podcast virginity to complete podcast sluts.
What, her and, or Dragon Buddy and Kelly?
Yeah, they're like, wow, what is this, you know, I can be involved in a podcast too. Like, I'm involved in all the podcasts.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. I love it. I don't have that kind of energy. I would need Pod Viagra to fucking keep it up for all that.
If I ever retire, I'll be a whore, a podcast whore. I'll go on anybody's show.
Yeah.
But for now, my free time is very limited and very precious. And
and I like to occupy my free time with things like
you know, you don't have to continue that sentence. That's
everything.
That's perfectly fine. We're good.
Me so horny.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right. Thanks everybody for sticking with us.
Wrap it up.
It was a good week.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Watch the Escape Pod on Wednesday. We
Yes.
may be there.
We will be there
Yes.
at 7:15 because that's what we were told.
Yes. But we weren't told for how long. Like how long? We should get priority, quite frankly. I know we're first, which is
Well, they
that's
have to do their intros and everything. Like they have to go through their. They have their
right. No,
opening
I'm just
shenanigans.
saying, like, how much time do we get, you know, on the pod? Because we should get the most out of any of their fucking guests, quite
Really?
frankly. Because we're
just gonna hijack them.
yeah. We'll just do an episode of the Sidebar Cantina inside Inception style in the Escape Pod.
It would not be the first time. I know. I think when we did the that round table, we did something, and we I know I was in there, and I think it was on their show, and it just basically was us taking over their
Right.
show, and it was like, sorry guys, we
Yeah.
just like you get a bunch of podcasters on one person's show, and we were just like. Those guys are just sitting there spectating, and they were like, "No, this is great." I'm just like, shit, this isn't my show.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Now, I wonder if we set it up right, would we be able to like do our?
Do it! Make the sacrifice.
Would we be able to do our shit
I don't
going
see
into
why
there?
not.
Okay. I don't know how all that works.
It's going,
We're new to the whole soundboard game,
yeah. We'll have to fuck with it. A
but
little
we will.
Do it!
do it, do it. Snorting ketamine from here on out. Nice. All right,
All right, we're out.
do it.
Do it!
See ya.
All right, bye guys.